Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is Prince Hakeem.
And this is your man, Ronnie Ron. Hakeem, let's go. What's happening? What's going on? In the
What's
NFL?
going on? What's going on? Hey.
I'm watching football, man. My team ain't doing so hot, man. My 49ers ain't doing so hot. I'm like,
I know. Shit,
I'm like,
y'all
man,
done,
they need to score a touchdown, man. Green
man,
Bay,
y'all done spanked the Dolphins the other day, and you think that I'm supposed to be happy? Like,
nah,
yeah, y'all see
too against Oakland. They almost back Oakland, but Oakland was like came back and won the game. They won by 3.
I see that. But hey,
so it's like crazy weekend.
Yo, Ron, let's have a serious conversation. Because you know we've been bullshitting lately. I want to have a serious conversation today about the young boys coming up. And you want to know something? I want to use my nephews as an example. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And you know, you might know some young boys too. We can use them as an example. You feel me? Today was my nephew's first day of job. Mm-hmm. This is the first time he ever had a job. He's working at Amazon. You know, I helped get his car ready. I almost cried. I didn't want to see him cry, so I had to shift my head sideways. He was like, "Yo, old nigga, what's wrong?" I said, "No, I just say a bee came in." I didn't want to see me in that weak moment as I sent him off to his first day of work. But my nephew just recently graduated high school, and me and my sister opt for him not to go to school.
What do you mean, college?
Yeah, college. College. And statistically, I've been noticing a lot of the young men are not going to school. Even the young white boys, they're not going to school anymore. We've been seeing a constant thread where women outnumber men in colleges right now. And I want to and it makes a lot of sense for this. And I want you to chime in on this. Me and you, we're a product of a public school education. Funny enough, a lot of people don't know that you actually went to a school that could be considered a private school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The school you graduated from, did you graduate from my alma mater, or you graduated from the other school? We're not going to...
the other school.
The other school.
I ain't right from your alma mater.
The alma mater, you know, the gladiator school. And funny enough, the school you went to, you had a lot of famous actors that went there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was an article that was going around, and you might be seeing this title on YouTube, Men Are Giving Up on College. And we can attest to this. College is unaffordable right now. You practically damn near got to be effing rich to go to school. And a lot of these kids, if they don't have the love for school, why even send them little niggas there? Am I wrong?
Yeah, because remember, it's been programmed on our mind. That's the right thing to do. But the reason why man and also not attending college is because they realize that, especially the younger generation, they see the older generation and a whole lot of debt to pay back their school.
Bro.
So thinking about it, people are leaving colleges like they own back debt like it's a house. So you as a young generation, you see that, you like, I don't want that low over my shoulder, because look, I see my mom and dad struggling just to pay off their monthly payment just with student loans. Debt is crazy.
100%. And I'll give a little bit backstory. I went to school. I have my associate's degree. I'm still in debt to this day. I've gotten down a number considerably, and I'm just gonna say this to people. I've yet to monetize my education. I've yet to monetize it. I've yet to earn or recoup the expenses on the education that I got from this public community college. Now, I did go get my CDL license, which my father helped me get. No, let me correct myself. My mother put up some of the money to get me my CDL license. I've already recouped and made money off the CDL license.
Yeah, to me, I think man should more get a trade. To me, trade is a way to go. Trade is the way of the old ways.
100%.
Because old way back then, they didn't go to college. They had trade. They knew how to. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No, you're right. They had trades. Mind you, if we want to go back to the biblical days, whatever your father was, that's what you did.
Correct. If your father was a yard man, you was a yard man.
Yard man. If he was a doctor, you was a doctor, but that path would already been laid out for you. Now, men all over the world, you might look at your dad, and he's a farmer, and you said, hey, I'm going to go this way, and you go that way, and you spend all this money, and you couldn't find a job. Look at what your father is doing. My dad drove trucks. I wanted to go and play around like I wanted to be a Rhodes Scholar. And once I got my degree, I was having trouble obtaining any type of professional job until I went and snatched my CDLs and went out there and started loading trucks up and dropping, you know what I mean? That's the point. And it's also the same point where, ladies, I know a lot of y'all going to be listening to this. You have a son, you have a daughter, and sometimes speak for your daughter. You know they're not making A's and B's in school. You know that. You know they barely passed the HSCT or the FCAT or the ACT or the high school equivalency test. You need to gauge them to where they're at mentally and be like, hey, what do you want to do? The issue is women have this thing where they flaunt their degrees in front of people's faces and think that this is the way. Yes, degrees are necessary if you're doing a specialty skill set. You want to be a doctor? I would want somebody who's in school for 20-something odd years, but you have to be able to afford it. You know what I mean? If you want to be a lawyer, that's another thing. A brain surgeon, that's another thing. I can understand that. But these kids have to have the will and the fight to want to do this. I'm not going to recommend to send any kids who I know has a GPA of 2.5 for the whole school year or for 4 years. Does that sound like somebody need to go to college, Ron?
No. Like certain degree to me doesn't make sense. Like a degree in psychology, to me, you don't need a degree in that. I think that should be more of a trade. Like certain things, like you say, was breaking a lot of sense. Like when it comes to the human body, I think school, because that need to be a specially taught training. You can't learn that in the trade.
Yeah,
but
basically.
My thing is like psychology and
sociology,
like computer, or like
liberal arts. Yeah.
Anything in the fine arts.
Fine
like
arts and stuff like that.
I got a trade in filming. Like I'm saying, you get trade like filming. Yeah. Some people go to college for. They go to university, spend like $100K.
Oh my God!
Just to get a film minor, because I did research before I got my training in filming to go and to get a film degree. And then when I was talking to my professor, when I was doing my training school, when I actually got my certification, I even asked, I say, because I still remember like it's to this day. Why are people going to college? I even asked, I say, why are people going to college to learn this? Why we just come to like a school like this and just get our trade and go? He said most of the time people thought it make more sense for me to go to Florida Seal, because it's like they say, quote unquote, producers go there or directors go there, which is false. They go to places like here because they know there's more time to people here than the people that actually in the university.
Facts.
My professor told me that. And he was working with Michael Bay.
Your professor's a smart man, and he knows what he's talking about. Majority of the...
He had a trade in the film as well. He didn't have no... He only had a certification.
Listen, majority of the most famous photographers and videographers in Miami did not go to school.
Yeah, they did on their own. I was telling somebody that too. Because one guy was like, "Oh, Ronnie, you want to do the film thing? You didn't go to school." I said, "No, not really. That's not really so." A lot of guys now are just using their phone and they're making an awesome video and they have no degree at all.
A lot of people forgot Issa Rae. She started filming her stuff on YouTube and she became, she became famous. I don't know if she went to college, so nobody don't crucify me on that. But she blew up off of YouTube. College didn't get her those connects.
No, but don't get me wrong. If people want to have the college experience, like, because I would say most of us we brought up in the movies, like the Saved by the Bell and college, Dawson Creek, like all those stuff. Like, if you want to really have the experience of college, because some people just want to have the experience like college women, college parties, college, fraternities. Go for the experience, but you're gonna end up with a lot of debt.
Basically,
at the end of the day.
Really, and a lot of that's a facade that they were selling us back in the days. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna repeat this again. It all, if you have the will and you have the know-how and the drive to do that. But man, why won't I tell a lot of kids that, hey, you can go get a trade and be making $100,000 right out of high school. And this, you see what I'm saying? And this is why they sell us with these dumb degrees, criminal justice. Nobody.
I'll say certain degrees should be a trade. I'm saying like criminal justice should be a trade. Like certain things to be a trade. And I think eventually they're gonna eventually move to that route because now since the pandemic, a lot of people don't want to work. They're trying to do things much quickly. They know being in school is gonna take you 4 to 5 years. They're gonna try to shorten things up, which is like 5 to 6 months.
Oh my God!
That Amazon right now, you know, especially if you're employed to Amazon right now, they is an article out, and also, you know, because I know people that work for Amazon. They're saying they also giving people a chance to learn things about the computer world. That they're actually paying for people to go to their university within 6 months. They graduate and they work for Amazon computer-wise.
Listen, that's why we got my nephew in there. Honestly, it was because of knowing that your side job was that I told him to go do that because of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I said, hey, go this route and do your 3 months and pick up that trade from them and go ahead and do something big. You feel me saying?
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah,
there's endless possibility for men to do different things. College doesn't have to be the all option, depending on if you have a particular goal. And I'm gonna speak for a lot of men who grew up in very honorable situations. If you grew up in the ghetto or if you grew up in foster care and stuff like that, if you have a need in the fight to go to college, I'm gonna support you. But I'll support you to go to a trade school. And sometimes you don't even need to do either one. If you got enough drive and stuff like that, pack up a couple dollars and just go out there and grind. Get it how you get it. And don't let people make you feel bad because you don't have a degree. And you know what I mean? We're very successful people who don't have degrees. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, but most of that when it comes to men, it's because of the women forcing their degree in their faces. Like, look, I got my degree. I'm making like 50, 60K, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like some men today don't have no degree, not even a high school diploma, it's making 100K. So,
oh my God,
to me, degree don't see how you don't say, oh my God, do you know it to be true? Those
yeah.
Degrees is the paper you just digging around people's face, and that's why I don't like, especially with these women, you know, and you know, it's a particular race that does it a lot.
Check this out. So, you're right. I know 2 people. My next door neighbor, Papito. He has a lawn service business. He has 7 guys that come here every. Matter of fact, if you go by I say my next door neighbor because I'm speaking by the twins' house. Papito and him, I've spoken to him. He barely can speak English. He's a young man. His wife drives a brand new Tesla. That man, he has 7 to 4 guys work for him. I know he ain't went to no college because he barely could speak English. He's telling so we're having a conversation. He said, "Hey, I do good." I know another dude from out of Liberty City, convicted felon, did 13 years in prison. Right now he just follows his guys behind the Escalade truck. Escalade truck while he smokes his Black and Miles. And you know what I mean? He actually divulged how much he makes, 140 a year. And he's trying to expand into Broward and Palm Beach. I looked at him with a glare and I'm saying, 140, are you for real? I said, you see this Escalade truck, young nigga? I said, yes, sorry, son, sorry. And I had to walk away in shame. I'm like, this, so anything is possible. Anything is possible. You just got to put your mind to it. And we're talking about our white Hispanic brothers and all these. You see, here's the funny thing, Ron. Can I tell you something? I've been to different places. You feel me? And the Black community might get it confused. Not all white men are in professional jobs. No, I gotta say this because I've been to Ohio, I've been to the Steel Belt, the Rust Belt regions, I've been to Mississippi. I met a lot of white guys who are diesel mechanics. I met Indians who are diesel mechanics. There's always a misconception that all Indians are doctors,
the resorts,
or the resorts,
yeah, a lot of corner stores.
Yeah, no, and I'm talking about the sheiks. I broke down on the highway one time with one of my trucks, and a bunch of Indians came to fix the truck for me, and they snapped and got that thing ready. And I met this one young guy who was married, who had just recently got married. He was 24. He was a tow truck driver for 18-wheelers, and he's making good money. So I'm talking about more than a lot of you ladies that work at offices. And let me repeat that again. More than a lot of you ladies who are payroll specialists, who flaunt your degrees to try to weaponize it and make men feel like we're dumber than you, or make it feel like we're not well traveled or we're not smart enough. Baby girl, Try to unloosen the pipe that's under your sink that bursts. Try to unclog your toilet. We've civilized the world so much that you don't need us until something bad happens. Sorry for that rant. My bad, Ron.
No.
I just went left field for some reason.
No, you ain't go left field. It's true because most of the time we were taught that the man with a degree is the one to praise. The man with no degree or the man with a trade is the one less than. And it's the other way around. I will tell you some of the stuff we were taught was totally wrong because we go like you say, the days of old, most of them had trades.
Oh my God. Repeat that. You say the days of old.
The days of old, most of them had trade. And Andrew Carnegie, which is the guy that created most of the industrial revolution.
Yeah.
He didn't have college degree. He had a trade.
No.
Henry Ford barely even went to college, created a Ford dealership.
Oh my God.
For automobile, like you didn't go to college. Like most of these guys that end up wealthy didn't really go to college. They had trade or they learned from the man around them.
There was a will, there was a way. Now, mind you, I want to put a perspective. Men with degrees respect the men with the trades because they know they need us. A man with a degree respect a man with a trade. He respects his position because he knows that he can't do what he can do in the trade guy respecting the man in the position, in the degree position, like, hey, I respect you. They see eye to eye and lock hands as they were brothers. The only time it becomes an issue is when we have this, I don't want to say the F word because I don't want YouTube to bang us. The fem group, the group, they the ones who make it feel that the degrees make you feel superior.
Yeah, because remember they want to be equal to the man. Most of the people in that group,
you'll never be equal.
That's the thing. They don't want to be equal to a man. Or they want to be, like you say, superior to a man.
Yeah.
So they use that as their trophy. Now,
listen.
At the end of the day, when they end up with these debt, which, like I said, it's like a house payment.
Oh my God.
They can not even be like, most of them go back and say, I made a mistake, or they go to the Biden administration, give us on student loans forgiveness. Now they begging for student loan forgiveness. Because it's too much of a burden. Why is a trade? Remember, because a trade, you gotta do monthly payments right then and then while you in tenant school. You paying for it. So so you already done with, like me right now. I already paid off my trade. But you, Hakeem, look, you already paid off your trade.
Already paid it off
with my trade.
Already paid it off and about to go get another trade. About to go get another one.
You see, that's what I'm saying. These men don't understand the concept, the construct of the points of getting the trade. I would say if the stuff I know now, if I knew when I was 18 years old, when my father was actually telling us to go get the trade, I would have probably got like 100 and some trades.
Oh yeah, definitely. We practically probably be millionaires.
Yeah, because you need someone to fix the AC, you need someone to fix the pipes, you need, especially the electrician. The electrician is monthly, and my father's an electrician, and he even got his electrician business because it's very important. Hell of good money. You need the small things. And remember, it's funny that people always say, don't diminish the small things. It's literally the small thing is the most important things. Literally, it's the crazy thing. The small thing is the most important thing.
Listen, a plumber makes $124 an hour. Yeah.
And remember, especially if it's your own business, you can charge up to $600 an hour.
Fact.
Especially you do, because remember, you need a plumber, especially, the place I'm staying in now, they have their own personal plumber. He comes to do his own, if something goes wrong, they got their own, but you can't even call a plumber outside. They got their own special plumber to fix up the place. That's power, bro.
Big power.
And I hope a lot of men listen to this podcast and really understand the point of a trade. Umar Johnson, he's on the Breakfast Club. He actually talk about trades a lot. We're not gonna go depth in his personal life, but he made a lot of great valid points. So it's like right now on this podcast, you and I are making a good point of trade. Like, don't diminish trade. Trade is really a great thing.
No, and we're trying to advocate for a lot of young men because right now, if you look at the news, we have a shortage of plumbers. A lot of the plumbers are retiring. We have a shortage of electricians, shortage of construction people, and a lot of y'all get mad when these positions are not being able to be filled. What you think they're going to do? They're going to import it from other countries. So a lot of people are going to come here from other countries and take your jobs who are skilled in these fields. And you can't be mad about it.
Facts.
Really.
Facts.
What else do we have to talk about? Hey, you know what I mean? Like, if you know your son, if you want to save a little couple money and you want your son to go to college, put him in a trade first. Put him in a trade so he can pay for it himself.
Yep. And then teach him ownership. So how to work on what you need. Yep. Fact.
That's all we're doing.
Fact. And that was but the route I think the world's starting to take now is going back to the days of old.
Oh yeah, and we are. Trade. We because listen, things are out of order. Things are out of order right now. People are not getting jobs, family, beloved. Men are sitting around here twiddling their thumbs. They don't have nothing to do. A lot of these guys are walking around with 30, 80, 90, 100K debt, going to school for to become library science, liberal arts, or sociology or some stuff where they could barely get in. And then we're not going to even talk about the whole racism thing at the workplace. I'm not going to even get into that.
Yeah.
We're not going to even get.
You're taking facts.
You know what I'm saying? Where doesn't matter what type of degree you are. If you are black, there's certain positions that they're not open for you. I'm speaking that from experience. No matter how qualified you are. This is why in a trade they can't deny you. Who else they gonna have do it?
Because they see you as value. That's what I'm saying. Like you said earlier, they have to see you as value. Most men are getting taught because they raised by their mothers, so their mother kind of spoon fed them because their father's not there. Their father them like, man, you need to go out there. You got to do something. But the mother's gonna feed them like, no, I'm gonna take care of you. Everything's gonna be all right. No worry, you found your face. You can always come back home, sit on the couch. I got you. Relax, put your feet up. But that's not how life goes.
No, it doesn't. And mind you, this is my last word. Brothers, men, whoever listen to this, create your own future. Don't let somebody create it for you.
Yes, facts.
That's it.
Right there, man. You already know with me, when it comes to the aspect of going to college, just do your due diligence, do your research. There's some. There's a lot of smart people in the world. There's stuff that can benefit you in college. So don't think that we knocking college down. No,
we're not.
In college, there's stuff you can learn. Like I said, it's the experience. Is the whole environment, traveling. All those are great experience. But then you don't want to end up in these type of debt that you can afford to pay back. That being said, KR Culture Radio,
we out. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Okay. Ice. Crush. Ice. Crush. Ice. Crush ice. She want it. Crush ice. She need it. Crush ice. Come get it. Crush ice. I'm with it. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup. I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. I got licked all of my cup. Lick all of my cup. I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. It's 2 a.m. I party hard. A couple stacks. Yeah, I'm ballin' hard. I'm in the club. Homie, what it do? They call me Brown Dollars. I'm getting loose. I'm leaning back. Got me a couple lean. I'm smoking that. Call that Apache Green. They looking tough. We know they all soft. I roll with killers, they let that gun spark. Go ahead, mommy, drop it low. Go ahead, mommy, let it show. It ain't a problem, we know that ass fat. So when that night is over, I'ma take it back. Take it back to the telly, dog. We getting loose, she gon' tell it all. Great goose, she gon' drink it all. Up in the morning, she don't remember, dog. Yeah, homie, I'm back at it. Yeah, homie, like a jackrabbit. Back on the strip, tryna get some cabbage. My homie Flip, he got to have it. Crush ice, she want it. Crush ice, she need it. Crush ice, come get it. Crush ice,
I'm with it, I got lick all in my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. It's 4 a.m., last call. Call a cab, homie, you know that's wrong. I call a cab, wet willies, bottoms up, I'm getting silly. Crush ice, hole in my cup. You rockin' ice, homie, you better tuck. My wolves hungry, they be feeding y'all. We in the club, they be slapping dogs. Don't Chevy, Camaro dog. My rims heavy, you know they looking hard. Blue mother, you mother lover. Drink it till I stutter. Fresh death, just like my brother. ×2, you know the number, boo. Just hit me up when you're coming through. Crush ice, she want it. Crush ice, she need it. Crush ice, come get it. Crush ice, I'm with it, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up, I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up.